on, probably. We're going to... Hello. Welcome to... Oh my god, is that you? Oh, that is you. I thought the speakers were fixed.
We're here.
Welcome
there we go.
To the FOC show. If you don't know what FOC is, it's final order cutoff, as you can see on my cute little yellow rectangle that I put there.
What's the name of the show?
It is Brenna's Spectacular FOC show.
I like it. Brenna's Spectacular FOC show.
Also, just as a side note, Danny was going to be here. In my bio, I put, and maybe Danny, like in parentheses, because I didn't know.
Maybe is good.
He was going to be here. Technical difficulties. So he's here in spirit and in our hearts. But would you like to share?
Oh, so this is kind of the big book of the week, the
century.
The century that everybody tried to FOC, but actually you couldn't because we had to put in an order and it was heavily allocated between every comic book store. So we got a few. We're going to announce Tuesday, but we're going to put this one out on the dollar auction. Likely we might push it back to our variant show on Thursday. I haven't quite decided, but we are looking to do some things for the Hero Initiative. So whatever this goes for, the $1 bid will go, the proceeds will go towards Hero. We're also giving away a second one. That's going to be next Saturday at our 1-year anniversary for here, where you'll be able to come in. If you're interested in buying a raffle ticket, you'll be able to buy a raffle ticket. Then whoever wins the raffle ticket will be able to buy it for full price, which is $29.99. And then all proceeds go towards the Hero Initiative. So that's what we're doing. So yes, so make sure that you're in on Tuesday to find out the final details of that. Brenna's got a spectacular show today. So she's going to go through. We might have Danny kind of piping in. So that might be it. But yeah. This is our $1 million book, and you're going to get it for a bid of $1 at a time. And we'll turn it over to Brenna. Don't forget, we got March Madness going on all week, all month. We've got it happening. So stop in to see our other shows, which Brenna will talk about. And we will see you all in the store. Take it away, Brenna.
So, FOC, final order cutoff. If you guys don't know, comic stores have to order their books a whole 4 weeks in advance a lot of the time. So, like, you know, it's tough sometimes to gauge what people want. So we created this show so we can get you what you want and we can make sure that like we kind of have an idea of what people want because it's helpful. Oh God, hang on. I have to get the mouse over to the other side. There we go. I always start with 3 things you don't want to miss. The important things. Also, Danny, sorry, like scatterbrained, but you should plug the Kickstarter while you're here. In the comments, you should send the Kickstarter link, and you guys should fund the Kickstarter because we're printing our own book, and it's pretty cool. But starting off with things you don't want to miss from DC, it's Flashpoint Beyond Zero because it's going to be sick. I really like the variant. The A cover is Dexter Soy. Anyone that knows me knows that I have been a Dexter Soy fan for like 4 years now. I love the way he draws Jason Todd, so I'm really excited that he's doing a cover for Beyond, and his cover's the main cover. But I also just really like the variant. But Flashpoint, in general, it's a 6-issue mini, so if you're missing your Flashpoint dosage, it is here for you.
Sign me up. I've been nagging you guys on this. This is going to... I love Jeff Johns. He reinvigorated DC. Flashpoint was super fun. So definitely sign me up for
What
Flashpoint.
Cover do you want, Curran?
I read them for the story. I want whatever is left over.
I'm giving you the A cover. It's Dexter Soy. I love that man. The second thing also I did 1 DC, 2 Marvel for the 3 things you don't want to miss because like there's so many Marvel second prints that are on this FOC for books that were super, super, super like popular. Iron Fist #1 is getting a second print. We sold out almost immediately Wednesday morning of this book and ended up being the hot key of that week. Otherwise, like, it's just a really good story. He looks sick. I love his uniform, but it's going into a second printing. If you missed out the first time, you can definitely pick it up again. Black Panther #4 is also getting a second print. This was also, like, as Danny has been saying a million times, $1 million book. People loved this book. It flew off the shelves. If you missed it, if you want it, second print. Bam. You didn't think you'd say that. Danny, I remember the first time, like, we FOC'd Iron Fist, he was like, Iron Fist. We don't ever sell Iron Fist. We sold a lot of Iron Fist, and now we're probably going to sell a lot of second print Iron Fist. And a lot of second print Black Panther 4. Our second print of Black Panther 3 that we just had in this week sold off the shelves pretty much immediately. We are out of it now because they all sold. But,
new character?
Yeah.
Who is that? Black Panther's son, cousin?
His name starts with a T.
T, not Toxin. That's what I keep calling him because that's a Spider-Man villain. Anyway.
Besides the point, Batman 122, it is the Shadow War tie-in in the Batman series. The A cover has Talia al Ghul on it. Anyone that knows me knows that if I see Talia on a cover, it's mine. Shadow War is going to be really cool. I'm really excited for it. I said that last week during the first Shadow War, because there's the Shadow War Alpha, there's going to be the tie-ins, and then an Omega to wrap it all up. But if you don't know what it's about, it's the League of Assassins versus Batman and Robin versus Deathstroke Incorporated, which is going to be super sick. Also, Jared, I got you down for the second print. Batman Beyond Neo Year, I'm really excited for. I like Batman Beyond. I like Terry. This is going to be another mini. It's either 5 or 6 issues. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's not going to be a huge ongoing. If you like Batman Beyond, you are definitely going to want to pick this up. I love the variant. I also just really like the A cover. I'm excited to see where they go with this because I really liked. It does look like a king. Also, Terry, I gotcha. Do you like Batman Beyond because like names?
Yeah, you're gonna sell out a cover B.
Yeah, no, 100%. It has all the good comic book cover niches, but that's why I show it on the FOC show. So if you want one, we can make sure to get you one. Batman Killing Time #2. I put on here 1 because the A cover is a Catwoman cover, and 2 because that variant is so sick. It's all the little batarangs and it's a red background. It is beautiful. I love it. I was really excited. Also, Daryl,
cool. Can you get #1 still on that if we want to read that series?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We have so many #1s still.
So you were answering somebody.
Yeah, Daryl. I only went through a few things. You're not super late. You'll be able to catch up. Also, I was just trying. Danny's having like a conversation in the comments. He should have been here. I'm kidding. Ask him your questions now. Earth Prime #1 Batwoman, 6-issue mini, the B cover. The cover artist is Photo because it's literally like this mini is based off of the CW show. So it's not like a Batwoman story. It's like a Earth Prime CW Batwoman story. But the B cover is just the promotional image from the show, which I thought was cool. But I also really like the A cover because it's her drawn very like comic booky. Yeah, Gabe. See, I'm the one that's at work. I'm the one doing the FOC show. And for Earth Prime Batwoman, like Danny, I'm literally going to highlight that he just said that. If you need it, let us know. Because his words himself, he will not be ordering high on this. He said it. He said it. He did the thing. I got you down for it, Roberto. See, I have to go back and forth with these things. Monkey Prince #3. I love the B cover. This series in general, if you like Batman and Robin, it takes place in Gotham Academy. And I thought that was super interesting because Monkey Prince is like such a lighthearted character. So seeing him kind of in the environment of Gotham with like Bruce and Damian of all the Batman and Robins, because they are the most serious, was super interesting. Sandman #1 is getting a facsimile edition. Also, Gabe, I got you down. That was for the Monkey Prince B, right?
So, and just from in the shop news, a lot of people asking about Sandman right now. So I think with the new trailer coming out, this is one to keep an eye on. Some of these facsimiles have been flying off the shelf.
No, this book is like actual first print of this book is like a $600 book. And maybe one day the facsimile will also be a $600 book. You never know.
Guaranteed to potentially be a $6 million book.
Hey, that's how comic book speculation works, right? You just kind of have to guess. You have to pick and choose when you think. Speaking of facsimiles, Amazing Spider-Man #1 is getting a facsimile. Out of all the facsimiles ever, if one of them does end up being a super high value book, it would be Amazing Spider-Man #1. Do you agree with that?
So it is an interesting market in the last 2 or 3 years. Some of the facsimiles have shot up because there's a whole new generation that had no chance to get some of these books that are affordable. So it's really cool to own an iconic piece of comic book history. And then some of them have become collectible, lo and behold. Some of them already are. Some of them have popped up to like $20. Most of them are just readers' copies, but
Guaranteed to have the same pages as the $600 book. That is literally it. That is 100% it. Also, I got you, Roberto. He did. Danny did go one time because he's the grading dude and got to see an ASM one.
I don't think it's on old newsprint, unfortunately. That would be even better.
Yeah, I think it's the new, like the new paper. It'd be crazy if they printed it.
I thought we were. Oh, here we go.
I love this book.
This is a facsimile, I believe.
Is it?
This is a Well, it's not Star Wars 1. Yeah. So, and it doesn't look like they're doing it on. Yeah, this is facsimile. So, for example, for those of you that this is the Star Wars #1 facsimile. It is not on old newsprint, which would be awesome if they were going to reprint it. But what's great about these is they have the old ads in them, except when I freeze the show. Who brought this guy?
Yeah, Curran.
So they have the old ads in them. So they're really cool. They aren't on the old newsprint, which you should tell Marvel to do that.
Literally. Also, Danny's right. That's why I put this book on here. Well, I put this book on here for a few reasons. I always like to show y'all the like special variants, like the event variants. Like I showed all the Gwenverse. Spider-Man is the new like event variant theme. There were a lot of books with Spider-Man variants, but I also put Black Panther 5 on here because literally we get 10 subs to the book pretty much every week. Like we're always getting new subs, and then we're always like having less of the wall copies because we have to order 4 weeks in advance. So if you want this book, you should definitely let us know because it's a hot one. And the last 2 issues have been keys that have gone to second print. So if they keep going with that consistency, you might have a key if you FOC it.
Or the Greg Land Tracer variant. Inside joke.
Black Panther Legends #4. I also put up here because it had a sway cover. The sway covers have been popping off. I also just really like this one. That blue against like, it's just so pretty. That shade of blue specifically always just makes my heart. But I love it, and I wanted to make sure everyone knew it was FOCing. I forgot this is Electro 100. This is not Black Panther Legends #4, so ignore the title. That was a misprint on my part. But Electro 100, I believe this is going to be a one-shot. Marvel does this weird thing. Also, Roberto, I have you down for it. But they do not explicitly say in their solicitations or in like the little description what kind of book this is going to be, and it is not my favorite. But also, yes, I got y'all. Just give me a second to write it all down.
Is he talking about Electra? It's going to be tough to guesstimate on that.
He is.
Is the Ruin variant
Do you see?
all you can eat, or is it a bit ratio?
No, it's not all you can eat. I don't typically. There's very rare.
That covers so much better than the A.
Oh, I see.
Unless someone requested the A, then the A is good. But
Daryl wanted both.
That reminds me of when they did the 5 Ronin covers, probably about 10 years ago. Those books really shot up just because they're great looking covers. Yes,
Roberto's right. The slide is going to be worth $1 million in forever.
That's
because
funny.
It's a secretly Black Panther 4. Anyways, Eternals 11 had both a LaRocca foreshadow variant, which I don't know. I don't know what the difference between foreshadow and spoiler variants are. I don't care. It's there. It's a sick looking cover. The Spider-Man variant was also super cool. And like I said, I like to show the event variants. So there you go. Eat it up, you guys. Do any of you want Eternals 11? Because this is one that I really wanted to put up here. So we don't order a ton of this book because it's number 11. And we don't have like any subs for it. It doesn't really sell well off the wall. But if you want the cool variants, let us know. Danny, I just explained. Shut up. Okay. Anyways, continuing on. Knights of X number 1.
Thank you, Danny.
Only because it had the Spider-Man variant.
Who saw that movie?
I didn't.
Anyway, all comic movies and comics are great.
Had I not shown it on the FOC show, though, Danny would have been like, "Why wouldn't you show this? It was the Spider-Man variant. I messed up my orders." So,
Everything's your fault.
I know. Knights of X number 1. There's more covers for this because it's a number 1. So this is not it. But these are the first 2. I really liked the one with the Pegasus because I like Pegasi. I like them. But here are the rest of the covers. There's a Scotty cover. There's also a promo variant. I also like, I don't know what promo variant means. Aren't all the covers supposed to be promotional for the book? Isn't that the point of comic covers?
Marvel variant names and distributions always a mystery. So please join us in solving those mysteries. And that Scotty Young is great.
Marvel,
even if it's Shatterstar.
If you're listening to this, let me know. I have questions. Miles Morales Spider-Man number 37. Danny's going to roast me for putting a 37 on the show. But for some reason, a Spider-Man book also got a Spider-Man variant. Even though, like, I feel like it's all Spider-Man. Like, every single one of these variants is a Spider-Man variant. But I guess it's the 60-year trade dress that really just makes it the 60-year or whatever, the Spider-Man variant. So if you're into that and you're trying to get all of the Spider-Man variants, there you go. Shang-Chi number 11 also had a Spider-Man variant. Danny, you can prepare the FOC slides. I want to see you do it. I want to see what you put on the FOC show. Like, I just want to see the Danny version one week, just out of curiosity.
All indies.
Literally. All indies, and he wouldn't show Marvel out of spite. But Spider-Man variant. It's real. It exists. It's there. Darth Vader number 2. I also showed off because it's been popping off. And Danny's not going to say anything about this being a 22 because he knows that this is important to show on the show. But those were the only covers for it. Halcyon Legacy number 3. Please let us know about FOC orders for this because people that worked on the attraction have been buying like crazy amounts of this book. So it would help us to just know how many to order because we are very okay with selling them. That's sick. That's exactly what we want to do. But there is a lot of
and that is that Amidala there on with a little bit of a negative space. Remember, some of these negative space covers have been pretty hot, so that cover A might be tough to get your hands on.
Oh yeah. No, I love these things. I think these were like really, 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 really good variants. Thor 22 is getting a second print. I feel like that's self-explained. If you missed out on Thor 22, here's the second print. I like this cover. I'm going to be completely honest in telling you that I don't know off the top of my head whether this is the original cover or not. It's new to me, but all of the Thor books from 20 onward have kind of blended together for me because they've all been super hot. But if you want
Kids
second
love the
print.
Donny Cates.
They
There's
do.
some fun stories in there.
Venom #7 also had a Spider-Man variant. Danny. Also, I got you down for it, Roberto. Hang on. I need to go back. What was the McCone cover? Where was that, Roberto? What book was that?
Which one?
McCone cover. I don't even remember when that.
Miles Morales. It's funny you brought up Ben Reilly. I don't know what's going on with Morales, but that looks like a little Scarlet Spider, Ben Reilly kind of action there. For the super fans of all things Spider out there.
No, I agree, Daryl. And so are all the Miles variants. But besides the point, I actually really like the Venom Spider-Man variant. I think it looks sick. Woods is doing his thing. He's doing it good.
Is there another Venom cover?
No, unless it's an incentive.
It must be a incentive.
I think that's the second print.
Second print.
That's
Gotcha.
the Hitch. Venom #5 is getting a Hitch variant second print, by the way. I did not put it on here because I tried to
condense, but
yeah.
you can request things that aren't on here.
Yeah, if you find something that's FOCing this week and you want it and it wasn't on the show, please let us know regardless, because I say highlight in my little descriptions for a reason. If I sat here and went through every single FOC item, we would be here for a million years and Brennan would have to pay me overtime. X-Men #10 also has a Spider-Man variant. Also has a really cool trading card variant. I haven't liked most of the trading card variants. I really like these ones. Do you mean the Venom Spidey, Roberta? I'm going to assume you did, so I wrote it down. But yeah, X-Men #10 also has a Spider-Man variant. That's why I showed it. The trading card variant was cool. Otherwise, it's an X-Men book. There's about 1 million of them everywhere. And then Scorch #4 from Image. Segueing into our independent stuff, I like to show the Spawn books for Gabe Acevedo so he can let me know what covers he wants. If anyone else has a Spawn cover preferences, obviously let us know. Todd McFarlane, as per usual, didn't get his art in on time. So there is no Image right now. So if you really want the McFarlane variant, let us know, because if we don't have an Image, we order lower on it because we don't know what to expect. We're not going to order 1 million of a book that we don't know what it looks like, because that would be silly.
Take that, Todd McFarlane.
The McCone Star Wars cover. Hang on, I'm going back.
That's totally cool. That's what we're here for. This is so much better than I would do. I would be like holding up a previews and be like, look at this cover. Which you guys can do. You're welcome to come in the shop and we will give you opinions from previews of what you should be ordering. Free, unbiased comic opinions.
Also, Roberto, if you don't want the Spidey for Miles, it is okay. I didn't realize McCone had done the A cover. I saw A cover at the top, so my brain was like, I figured that out, Danny. I started reading the cover artist names. My little thingy is almost exactly over that.
That is a great cover. We already talked about the negative space, but it just pops against those. It's kind of like the opposite of looking at a Liefeld cover. Unless you're a Liefeld fan, then he's great.
That's true. That's very true. But yeah, that was the show, you guys. Those were some of the books. Yeah. Do you guys see how I don't freeze? Why would I ever freeze? The camera likes me.
And again, for those that miss it, I strongly encourage you guys to check out Flashpoint. That series was so fun. We've got the old trades in stock in theory. Catch up on that. Really fun thing. Invigorated the DC universe that started off New 52. So it's been at least like a year before DC has reset their entire universe. So who knows what's going to come out of this.
Listen, Roberto, I helped you get the cover you wanted of Power Rangers on Wednesday, so I don't even want to hear it.
Look at all these shiny covers that might be available on Wednesday. check out Wednesday.
The sports tab. I will look into that, Terry, because I am surely not talking. I couldn't tell you the first thing about sports. But anyways.
Except that USA Soccer is playing in Orlando this month.
We're getting off topic. Is this supposed to be a 15-minute show? We're at 25, Curran. We're off camera.
Brendan did it with that.
He did. Truly, it was his fault. But yeah, the show is pretty much concluded. Make sure you send your emails to Brenna at thecollectivecomics.com with your requests so me and Danny can put them in. I'm literally trying to find the slide that says my email. I'm sorry. There we go. And yeah, have a great day, you guys. If y'all need anything else, just let us know. You can also message the Facebook with FOC requests, whatever's easier. Just please let us know. DC, let us know your orders by tomorrow at around 6 o'clock because we have to confirm it on Sunday for DC. Marvel, let us know by the end of the day on Monday, and we'll be able to confirm them. But just make sure you get them in by then for guaranteed. You can put in requests after that, but it's less guaranteed. So, yes. Also, what Danny said, join us on Wednesday because we got a lot of stray dogs that we did not sign up to receive. So we're just trying to pump them out. If you like stray dogs, come get your stray dogs. We have lots of cool exclusive covers. But otherwise, have a good day, y'all.